Getting a good night's sleep can have you waking up feeling ready to take on the world. And if it's a good night's sleep eludes you, you can try counting sheep or going to bed early or take drugs. No, I didn't say that. But a good night's sleep starts with a good foundation. Chris Larson is with Comfort King in Sioux Falls, and he's here to tell us why finding the right mattress will have you sleeping soundly. Chris, well, thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thank you.
This is I mean, I think it's kind of obvious that why a good night's sleep and a good mattress kind of go hand in hand, but explain to everybody the science behind it.
Well, as you know, we've been designing and building mattresses here for the past 24 years, and we've learned so much about what happens over the life of the mattress. Our goal has always been to, be able to have your mattress feel good over the life of it, whether it's 10 years or 15 or whatever that may be. But the issue a lot of people have is over that life of the mattress, two things can change: your body and the mattress support materials or the comfort layers. And so that's why we came up with the lifetime comfort guarantee, so that we could have a way to adjust the comfort if something in your life changed, if your body changed, or if the mattress you felt changed a little bit.
How do you know when it's time for a new mattress?
Well, certainly if it's, 10 years or more, if you do the math, that's a lot out. It's like 30,000 hours on a mattress. So some last longer, but unfortunately what we're seeing today, where the industry's at, the mass-produced mattresses on the market today, they're actually designed to break down in 5 years or less. So a lot of people are finding themselves replacing them every 5 years.
And so, so somebody comes into the store and wants to figure out, okay, what's the best mattress for me? How does the process work? I mean, because we've all done it. We walked into a store and we've laid on a bed for 30 seconds and like, oh, this feels heavenly. And then you move on to the next one, and that might feel the same way. But there is a process for it.
Yes, and a lot of people get frustrated by the mattress shopping experience, and that's because, unfortunately, the industry makes it overly complicated, and they don't tell people what they need to know. And so we try to simplify the process. We don't have any commissioned salespeople at Comfort King. It's builders. So you talk to a builder, and chances are you're going to talk to somebody who's been building them for quite a few years. And our job is to explain what makes Comfort King different, why our materials are better, because too many people buy mattresses based on how pretty they are, how fat they are, how thick they are. And a lot of people end up buying what we call fake luxury, where beds that have a really pretty label on them and a fabric, but if you cut them open and look at the ingredients, they're just cheap foam. And you got to watch out for that, because foam is the weak link in the mattress, and that's what causes soft spots.
And I mean, you go back from the history of making beds where it was just the springs and a layer, and that was pretty much it. I mean, it wasn't much to it. So it's really advanced from a technology perspective over the years. Yeah,
and that's why mattresses back in the old days, in the 50s and 60s and 70s, they lasted 20, 30 or more years because they were all steel with very little cushioning material in them. We tested a mattress out with our firmness tester, which we purchased last fall, and we're able to test for soft spots in a mattress. And we found a 40-year-old mattress that somebody had been sleeping on, and they threw it away, and we tested it out. It wasn't one of our beds, it was a different brand, but it only had an 8% soft spot in the middle. And we say the middle, people sleep in sleep zones, so their body weight mostly lands on their hips for the most part, and that's where the soft spot happens. And that soft spot in that 40-year-old mattress was only 8%. And that's amazing, because we're seeing beds today, modern mattresses. I have one that's only 2 years old, a mass-produced bed, and it's got a 37% soft spot. And the only difference is the new modern mattress, too much foam. A lot of foam in it. The old mattress, mostly springs. So, steel is stronger than foam. Everybody kind of knows that. So
let's get into the soft spot a little bit more. Can we as consumers are sitting on our own bed figure out where our soft spot is by just laying on it? I mean,
well, your soft spot's always going to happen in those oval areas. That's where people spend
most of the time.
99% of the time when they're sleeping. And then it happens usually where your lower back is, down where the hips are. That's where a lot of our body weight is, and that's where you need the support the most. And unfortunately, what we've discovered is that modern day mattresses, the foams inside of them are engineered to break down 10 times faster in firmness than they will in height. And mattress warranties only cover loss of height. So if you were to buy any mattress and say 5 years later, say, oh, I've got a soft spot. You know, I'm sinking in too far. I'm laying in a hole, whatever. The store you bought it from, they would tell you to run a string over the top of it and pull it tight and then measure the hole.
Gotcha.
Well, foams today don't break down that way. They don't break down in a measurable way. You can't see an 1.5 inch compression in there, but you can feel it. It's actually 10 times softer than it will be shorter. So that's kind of the conspiracy, if you will, going on in the mattress industry, and that's why there's so many unhappy customers, because foams are breaking down too fast, and they're not lasting that 10 to 15 years that people expect to get out of their beds.
Let's talk about the difference between people. I mean, you sit there with your partner, and you've got one that's got one need and one softer, one harder, whatever. I mean, how do you adjust for that?
Well, we can individualize mattresses for people. Most of our customers are couples, and they come in and lay on them, and you have different weights of people, and that's the one thing we can do too, is we can customize it to your, personal preference.
Is it is it my imagination, or are these beds super heavy?
Well, a good mattress is heavy.
Yeah. So that's a good sign then.
Yeah. In this industry, it's based on weight. So the more you spend, the heavier the bed should be.
Yeah.
In fact, with foams, the higher quality foams are higher density, and higher density is based on weight. So a higher density foam will weigh more, and it's going to last longer.
Yeah.
So that's why coils are heavier than foam.
Yeah.
Because they're made of steel, and so our top of the line mattress is 5 times heavier than our bottom of the line mattress.
Yeah, they're not easy to move. So, but yeah, thanks, Chris, for being here today. If you're ready to improve the quality of your sleep, you can stop by Comfort King in Sioux Falls to find comfort at any price range. You can also visit their website at comfortking.net.